Am I racist?
The answer is yes. Yeah, dude, you're pretty racist. Yes. The answer is yes. Not a hard question to answer. I wanted to make this video because I saw the controversy behind Jeremy John's review for this movie.
But all in all, had myself a good time and some good laughs. No alcohol required.
I want to tell you right now, you cannot review this movie in an unbiased manner. You can't. People say you can separate art from the artist, but what if it's not an artist? What if it's a propaganda machine? That's why I think Jeremy John's review of the movie is very stupid. I want to come fully clean right off the bat. I did not spend money on this movie. I would never give $1 to Matt Walsh. I bought a ticket to Speak No Evil, then just walked right in. Sue me. So yeah, I watched this movie because I want to show you how to review something like this. I don't like when people say you can review a movie without bias. Dude, art is political. Don't be a child. That is such a baby's way of reviewing a movie. Like, you know, I came in with an open mind. No, why are you coming in with an open mind to a Matt Walsh movie? Are you serious? Look, I'm gonna flash some like disgusting tweets right now. I'm sure it'll take me 2 seconds to find disgusting tweets by this dude. I will get to reviewing the movie, but there's one last thing I want to talk about. Right-wingers cannot make art. It's very rare. Vincent Gallo is like the only right-wing artist that I've ever seen remotely pull it off. This is gonna sound insane. It's literally because of their brains. I'm not talking about phrenology. Right-wing brains have been shown to be less critical. They don't have what it takes to be artistic. I don't want to get into a huge rant about it, but I just want to be so upfront about all of my prior feelings. Okay, let's get into this movie.
They gonna say I'm racist.
I had to ask who you are because you have to be careful.
Never be too careful.
They gonna say you racist.
Am I Racist is conservative Borat and nothing else. It tries to be Borat without asking any of the questions. One thing I thought that was very interesting about this movie is how they don't even try. A lot of the times they just kind of platform people of left-wing politics, and it's kind of funny. I remember one part of the movie, somebody was just talking and I'm like, yeah, I'm agreeing with all of this. And Matt Walsh doesn't like interject or anything. I was like, cool dude, you just platformed this awesome idea. They filmed this race to dinner where they talk to white women about race. Since he's not a white woman, he's a waiter walking around just listening. So all we're doing is just listening to these ideas, and he's just slowly screwing with them. You know, giving them too much bread or pouring their water, overflowing it. I'm like, yeah, dude, nice bit. This is like the peak of conservative comedy. Oh no, dude, he dropped a plate. Oh my god. Anything to own them. There were 2 other people in the theater, and they were cracking up during this movie, and I was like, man, conservative humor is just awful. One of the first scenes of the movie is he's ordering coffee to a black waitress, and she's like, how do you like it? And he's like, black. Like, dude, please. I mean, if that's what makes you laugh, dude, maybe you will like this. Right-wing people don't understand art. They don't understand its capabilities. This is one example. They think art is to make a point. That's not what art is. Art profoundly asks you questions about concepts. Everyone's life is better with art and better with interpretation of art. There is nothing to interpret here. It doesn't ask any questions. The music's really bad on this, by the way. I'm pretty sure I have some of the music literally downloaded on my computer as like stock sound. The only thing it does behind the camera is it will just zoom in on like moments of impact where he thinks somebody has said something so crazy. Like it will just zoom in on Matt Walsh's face and he's like, did you believe that? Did you hear that? There are lots of arguments to talk about. I'm going to talk about only a few here. He really has problems with people saying that America is racist to its bones. Something that conservatives have never understood is implicit bias. You know, something I learned in like 8th grade. To this day, they only believe racism is like when literally somebody says the N-word right at you. That's the only way they would ever be like, yeah, that was kind of racist. There's no nuance. He doesn't understand diversity. He's like, why don't I count as diversity? Because I'm a white guy. I'm different than everyone else. Because the population's mostly white, dude. You're not adding to diversity. You're the common one. I don't know what to tell you. People laughed at this. One thing I found really funny is he like mentions the fees of all these people. To me, I'm like, oh, you just got finessed out of 30 grand? Okay. Why are you reporting this? This is hilarious. You gave 30 grand to like a left-wing cause. They really do like to use that one Martin Luther King quote, man, and nothing else from Martin Luther King's entire history.
Martin Luther King said not to judge people by the...
Martin Luther King said a lot of stuff.
The whole reason the whole conservative Borat thing doesn't work is because he doesn't really lean into it. He just like puts himself into a ponytail. Nobody believes him. Everyone just kind of shrugs him off. Like, have you seen Borat? People legitimately buy him. One of the best parts of the movie is everyone's just kind of like looking away from this guy at all times. They just can't be bothered with him. They know it's a troll. They see all the cameras. They were like, dude, just get away. I did walk out of this movie at some point. I watched about an hour of it. There was a moment that made me walk out quicker than I was expecting. He starts a petition to change the George Washington Monument to the George Floyd Monument.
We want to rename the George Washington Monument to the George Floyd Monument. Would you mind signing it? You will?
I don't understand the argument he's trying to make here. He's not asking any questions, and especially he has a history of pretty suspect opinions on George Floyd. Just not the vibe, dude. Very weird to play that situation for laughs still. Look, man, what did you expect from this movie? I wasn't going to sit through the whole thing. I wasn't going to give this dude $1. There's no artistic ability behind this movie. All they do is film Matt Walsh walking into left-wing spaces, being kind of annoying, and people just shrugging him off and kind of laughing at him. And sometimes it's legitimately comedic how much they're laughing at him too. They're like, hey dude, just stop interrupting, like just leave. So please, do not watch this movie. Don't even be tempted by it. If you're going to, at least do it in a way that doesn't give him money. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. He's an evil guy. It's that simple. Easiest 1 out of 10 in existence. Don't ever watch this. Please don't. I'll see y'all later.